Wow, finally. I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that anymore, according to my wife.
That's the plan today.
Don't say I tell you what.
Don't say I tell you what day.
Okay, that's why I'm all dressed in green.
Yeah.
It's not Irish Day or Green Bay Packer Day. It's don't say I'll tell you what day. I like that for sure. You know what? We're heading up to see our good friend Jeff Vandermortel, and we're going to be doing some crappie bluegill fishing. This is probably one of the last ice fishing shows of the season that we're going to be doing. So we're heading up there. They just got a ton of snow. You're not going to be able to tell that it's late ice, but it's definitely late ice. Heading up there, and you know, it's something about Mr. Vandermortel. We got to leave our truck, Hunter. You didn't know this, but we're leaving our truck at Raleigh and Helens because we're going to a secret spot. And I don't know why he doesn't want us taking our truck, but I guess not. So it's going to be at Raleigh and Helens. Anybody wants to swing by today, check it out.
They'll see the truck?
They'll see the truck.
All right, let's go.
We're off to the race.
Where the breathing is easy, the living is good.
Welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. Join us each and every week as we travel across the Midwest, filming 52 new hunting and fishing shows a year. Sponsored by Bartline Barrels, Green Bay Trophy Fish, Karsten, Dick Smith's Bait and Tackle, Delco, Gill-O-Tine, Kamick Law Offices, Come Along, Mike's Country Meats, Midwest Shooter Supply, Norm's Egg, Vexlar, Warrior Boats, Wings Over Wisconsin, and Jiffy.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we just got up to Minocqua here, and the boys are out scouting today, so we came just in time, and they just got back in to help them recharge all the Gill-O-Tines.
The 6-volt charger comes with it. You pop the unit open, everything is stored in there. So all you have to do is you stand the battery up. And you clip it on, and it'll be charged, ready to rock.
Doesn't get any easier than that,
No, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Awesome.
So tomorrow will be another no pump day.
Gotta like that.
Got plenty of battery life for a 10-hour day.
Hey, you know what? Hunter and I raced up here. We didn't stop anywhere to eat because we know that you always have good food at the cabin here.
We are dairy farmers, so we're gonna have some good Angus beef tonight.
That sounds good. Hey, stay tuned. Let's see what happens tomorrow up here in northern Wisconsin. Are you kidding me? Why not?
Because I don't want to get it dirty.
Oh, that's good thinking. Huh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hannah. Happy birthday to you.
As long as she keeps letting me go fishing on her birthday, whatever.
Jeff, what are your thoughts?
I got extra earplugs.
I'm gonna need them tonight. Not only can he catch fish, but he's a chef.
Oh, you got it. Shotgun Schaefer, you got nothing on me. Except I'm back to the basics. This is bacon, we're having French toast with potatoes. That's the mix.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Larry Smith Outdoors. I'll tell you, this week we're up in northern Wisconsin and we're with our good friend Jeff Vandermortel. Hey Jeff, I'll tell you what, when I came from home last night, we have no snow. Most of our shanties are all pulled off our lakes now, and it looks like we're in the middle of winter still up here. Boy, I'll tell you, you guys got a lot of snow.
Up here in the snow belt, man, a little nicer down there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you got a lot of ice still too, and where our ice is pretty much done. Every time we come up to northern Wisconsin, it seems like we always fish a different body of water. And that's a very unique thing about your guide service, is that you've got all these different lakes that we can fish crappies, bluegills, walleyes, muskies, pike, whatever you really want. These areas up here just are the prime areas, huh?
Yeah, we're really lucky to have the variety we have up here. We can bounce around a lot of lakes, all within a short distance. Some deep, some shallow, some clear, some stained. Good variety and lots of different stuff.
Why don't you tell everybody at home what we're doing here today?
Suspended crappies today. We're
Okay.
gonna be chasing some suspended crappies.
Game fish are closed anyways?
That's correct, yeah. And then so suspended crappies, maybe a mix of bluegills, maybe a perch or two here and there, and we'll see what we can produce today.
Hey, for the folks at home that don't know what's in your hand, let's tell them a little bit about what's in your hand.
Oh, the boys are setting these up right now. This is the Gill-O-Tine from Rutfin Outdoors, rut-fin.com, and it's basically an auto hook set device, like an auto fisherman, jaw jack, or anything like that with a spinning rod, and goes right in like that, sets the hook, and got some pre-programmed jigging routines in there. Really neat tool.
It's
Awesome.
and this is, I'm putting a disclaimer on the Gill-O-Tine, Jeff.
Catches too many fish?
You don't have to keep them all, okay?
That's a great
You
point.
don't have to keep them all, right?
Yeah.
It is amazing over all the years that I've been doing this. I've seen a lot of things, devices come and go, but I've never seen anything like it. And it is probably the most effective jigging device I've ever seen, and nothing even close to it. But again, I'm going to say it every time we do a show with this device, because it is such an unbelievable catching.
It's a great tool, man.
Yes. You know what? You don't have to keep them all. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeff. Why don't we tell everybody? Stay tuned. Let's see what happens today up here in northern Wisconsin.
Not bad. Yeah. Eater. Yeah, we're just getting set up here. Got the second Gill-O-Tine up. Came in. Not a bad start.
On the Gill-O-Tine, huh?
Got one.
There you go, get that one up. Decent fish. Great way to start the morning off, huh?
Definitely.
Hey, it's too bad that Peter had to go to school today on such a beautiful day like today. That's the nice part about being retired. You get to fish every day that you want to fish.
And it works great.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice one down here. Oh, there you go. Look at this.
No, that's a nice gill.
Nice job, man.
Hold that one up. Jeff, last year when we were up here, we caught a couple gills that were, in that 10-inch range. I don't think that one's quite 10.
No, not quite, but that's a big gill.
That's a nice
that's
gill.
9.5 all day and really tall. Right.
This is another thing I wanted to talk to you and Grant about here, is that, you guys have a lot of these experimental lakes, and what do you feel about that, the 10 fish limit on these lakes? Do you think it's going to help, hurt? What's your opinion on it?
Oh, I think it's great. I think that's good that they're doing some research on it. It'll put it into numbers, put it on paper, give them some science behind. What they already kind of know is the truth, is that harvest is a big factor on a lot of our lakes.
It is. I agree.
And in some of those lakes, we're already definitely hearing reports and seeing those fish starting to climb in size. One, because people aren't bothering to go there, that think 10 is not enough to bother keeping.
Right.
But also because it's just less of a strain on an already pressured resource. And in those lakes that are historically known for producing quality fish, it doesn't take a whole long time for them to bounce back.
Right. And I'll tell you something, more than ever, I think that when fishing is good on a body of water, the word gets out faster.
Oh, certainly.
Mainly because social media has changed things drastically.
Yeah, the last half decade or so here is definitely seen some changes here and other places.
So it is time that the Department of Natural Resources looks at some of this pressure that these lakes are getting on it, and definitely like on the Winnebago system. You know, we have a great body of water, but I'll tell you what, my personal opinion is if they would put a size limit or a slot limit on it, we would go from having a great fishery to an absolutely world-class fishery. And you know, again, you know, when you see the amount of pressure that like our systems see, like Winnebago, Petenwell, Green Bay, you know, it's just astronomical nowadays, the technology, you know, that there is. It's just you need to change with the times. That's my opinion.
Absolutely, and in a fertile system like that, it probably wouldn't take long to see a size increase or, you know, they think the exploitation levels are very high out there right now, and that's actually on the docket at the spring hearings this year.
Right,
so
a lot of changes,
reducing from a 5 to a 3, it's up for a vote. So.
Right, you know, and I'm sure change is always hard for people. There's no doubt about that. But you know, if it doesn't work, you know, you do a 5-year study, you can always change it back.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes. Hey, let's see what happens the rest of our experience up here in northern Wisconsin. Stay tuned.
Push on.
There you go, Luke. Hey, what's going on here? I'm ready for you. I haven't even had a bite yet.
I don't know, hard to tell. Looks all right. There you go. Good start, just getting started. There you go, Luke. Got him.
Good job, buddy. You're on the board.
There's a nice perch. Get the hook out right there.
Nice fish.
Yeah, put him back in the water.
Hey, big city
Oh, yeah.
Ron, you got another
Yep,
one?
got a good one here. Got a good one. Oh,
Got it?
He's your own. Nice job, Ron. Oh, that's a beauty.
oh,
Nice gill. So was he high or low?
he was kind of low. Low.
Good deal. Getting towards the end of the moon here. They're sinking down a little lower, but man, that's a beautiful fish. Good job.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeff. It's amazing that the first couple hours were a little bit slow. We picked away at them, but now we're into the moon phase here, and now things are on fire.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
and
been a good-
typically when you start talking about solar time, moon phases, it's more of a musky thing that I always think of, but it goes with everything, right? Even into the hunting world.
No doubt. It definitely affects everything, and this is something that's, I mean, it's pretty common knowledge, I think, throughout, but some people believe it, some people don't. Today is the quintessential example. In the musky world or anywhere else, walleyes, definitely, big bass, anything big, anything adult, any of the nicer fish. A day like this where there's absolutely no wind, absolutely no clouds, absolutely no barometric pressure change,
Right.
your moon phase can be the be-all, end-all, and we've had an incredible 45 minutes here. We've had
We
people with fish
certainly
on
have. You know, for
constantly.
people at home that don't know much about solar times or solar tables, you know, and moon phases, what's the easiest way for them to learn about it?
I use one called weatherforyou.com. Very simple. You just pick the month, pick the year, and it'll give you moonrise, moonset, moon overhead, moon underfoot, sunrise and sunset, all just right off of the internet. U.S. Naval Observatory, and there's a million apps, any of the fishing apps.
Okay.
The Fishity or the Muskie Hunter app, or any of them all, it's all basically the same thing, and they'll calibrate to your coordinates.
So, and the key is, you want to make sure you're on your best spot during a major or a minor, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no different than any time when you're out chasing fish. You want to make sure that you're set up and ready to go when you've got that approaching. Is it magic? No, but it definitely can be a very good window like today. I mean, we went from picking at them to doubles and triples for the last half hour, 45 minutes, and now it's starting to finally slow down just a little bit as we get towards the end.
Which is okay with me, because we've got plenty of fish.
We
I'll
got
tell
plenty
you
of
that.
fish. We got enough for fish Friday night. We released a ton of them, so
Hey,
really good day.
Stay tuned. Let's see what happens the rest of our trip up here in northern Wisconsin.
I know. Racing.
That. It's warm out here. Come on, man.
He's a
Sexy thing. Sexy thing.
It is bright out here. Missed those sunglasses already.
This week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeff, every time we fish with you, you always have a good tip or two for us. So let us hear what you got this week.
We got a good one this week. All right, so today it's pretty nice. I mean, it's beautiful out here. It's warm. We don't have any problems with freezing. But for the guys that run live bait wells, like these Engel coolers,
Which are great coolers.
they are great coolers, absolutely. You have any problems when it gets real cold with it freezing around the lips or around the edge? Take a rag, a shop rag, and a little bit of petroleum jelly. The stuff that works best, the stuff comes right in the tube. You can keep it right in your vest. Put it on there, run a nice little thin rim of that around the edge of this and around the edge of this, and you'll have absolutely no problem with it freezing down to, you know, -20. We've had no problem with that whatsoever.
That is
Works out really
That
really
is
nice.
a very good tip, and I appreciate that. And I also appreciate our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats in Tigerton, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey, you want a piece?
Absolutely.
Mm.
We are
Good tip.
catching a lot of fish today.
We are fishermanics.
How fun is that on that rod? Okay, there.
Oh yeah. Get him. Oh yeah. That's a nice one.
You guys like your northern, don't you?
Oh yeah. That one's pretty fat.
Tell you what, that fish he was up a little higher, and oh, that's a better fish right there. Here we go. That's definitely my biggest this morning. And I was jigging about 6 feet down, and he was about 10 feet down. There you go. Oh, he's on there too, Jeffrey. There you go. Oh, came off. And anyways, yeah. So I raised it up about 2 feet above him and just twitched it a couple times, and he came right up there. And you know, the interesting part about crappies is most of the time you just see that line lift up. You know, they push up on the jig versus pulling down on it and set the hook on them, and there we go. Good crappie?
Ooh, a magnum.
Look at that
Oh,
one.
that's a nice fish.
That's a dandy. Again, just on a tiny little tungsten Gill-O-Tine. We'll let that one go.
Awesome. Gets going. It's hard to stop.
There's a nice gill.
There's
8.5, close to 9.
Yep. And right behind you, Hunter.
Oh, that's a nice gill, Ryan.
Wow.
Oh, this is a smaller one.
You guys aren't kidding about having them stacked up out there.
What a great way to end today.
Well, Jeff, I'll tell you what. We kept enough for a good fish fry.
Yeah.
And you know, the interesting part is, again, going to, you know, I haven't been to northern Wisconsin before we started this show in 20 years. And now the last 3 years coming up here and getting the chance to fish all these different lakes, there is really some quality fishing to be had up here. And what a great place to spend the summer or winter up here enjoying northern Wisconsin.
Yeah, the peace and quiet's nice. It's good fishing. There's a lot of solitude, and there's a lot of good stuff to see. A lot of good fish to catch.
Hey,
No
awesome.
complaints.
And I'll tell you what, like I always say, you know, fishing is all about having fun and building memories with good people. And I want to thank Kurt. Thank you for the place to stay last night. And Keith, you know what? Jeff
Always a pleasure.
and Mr. Black Bear, if you're looking for a good meal, tell them where they can go.
5 miles west on 70, Minocqua, Black Bear Bar and Grill.
It's a great place to eat. Hey, and Ron, I'll tell you what, we had just a great time up here. And like I always say, what a great day to be alive. And Jeff, if people want to get a hold of you to come do some of this awesome fishing, how can they do it?
Cell phone is 920-639-6286. That's the best way to reach me. Or Wisconsin Muskie with a Y, fishingguide.com. Or I'm very easy to find on social media. The name of my business is WDH Guide Service.
And thanks for watching our show this week on Larry Smith Outdoors. And make sure you check out our social media sites and especially our website, LarrySmithOutdoors.com. And that's it for this week. You know what? We got done early today up here in northern Wisconsin fishing with Jeff Vandermortel. Had an awesome time on our way home. You know what? I miss my old friend. Guess who I'm talking about? I miss my old friend, Phil the blind guy. Let's give him a call and see what he has to say. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to us.
Hello?
Hey! Is this Phil the blind guy?
Hey, so what's his name?
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Good. I can't believe you're calling in the middle of the day. I keep wanting to call you either early in the morning before it's light over by you or in the evening after it gets dark, and I don't know why. I just haven't called.
All right. Well, we figured we'd give you a call and see how you were doing. And hey, how many weeks before you come back? We can't wait to have you on the show.
Beginning of May, whenever we get back, and I'm I'm with you as soon as we get back. Okay, other than that, thanks a lot for the quick call. I appreciate it.
Yep, we'll talk to you soon.
Love you, Hunter.
Love you, Phil.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later, Philly.
All right, thanks a lot for the quick call. I'll be talking to you.
Yep, thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Call ended.
Our good friend Phil Dominic. Won't be long. We'll be fishing with him, heavy duty. And everybody loves Phil the blind guy. I don't know why, right? Tell you what, half hour late. Go Whoppers today. Either.
And you just said what?
What do you mean? What did I say?
You started out with, I'll tell you what.
No, I didn't say that. No way. I know I didn't say that.
All right.
All right, get your stuff off. That's it. I didn't say it.